Bloodborne is the die-hard fan's favorite FromSoft game, whereas Fable 2 is one of the most novel and unique RPGs that I can think of. The question is, which of these is the better RPG? Welcome back to Clash of the Classes, a 16-seed tournament to crown the best RPG of the last 30 years. Here, we judge games based on role-playing mechanics, world building, and gameplay, and yesterday we saw Dragon Age Origins beat out Elden Ring. The question today is, will FromSoft be able to fight its way into the quarterfinals? Will Bloodborne be able to beat out Fable 2? Let's get into it. First off, role-playing mechanics. Now, what I said for Elden Ring really holds true for Bloodborne as well. You have some agency in regards to how your character looks and what your build is, but all of your decisions really center around how your character controls in combat. FromSoft games are action RPGs that lean heavily in the action direction, so that shouldn't be a surprise here. In Fable 2, on the other hand, role-playing is probably its strongest suit. Whether you're good or evil impacts your character's appearance. There's a living, breathing economy with jobs you can perform. You have decisions that impact the overworld. The role-playing in Fable 2 is really fun. I mean, if you want to, you can even role-play as a landlord. That's why in the category of role-playing, it's an easy victory for Fable 2. Next up, we have world building. When it comes to Bloodborne, world building is probably its strongest suit and the reason that it's beloved by so many people. Yharnam is terrifyingly gorgeous. And even though the means of ingesting the story are quite obtuse, as they are in any FromSoft game, the environmental storytelling is plentiful, and everything you see oozes with style and some form of storytelling. When it comes to Fable 2, on the other hand, I would actually say that world building is probably its weakest suit. What I love about Fable storytelling is its NPCs and how they interact with you and with each other. Outside of the NPCs, the greater world kind of feels incredibly generic. It kind of feels like Peter Monalou was like, create a fantasy world. I don't really care what it looks like. It just needs to be a generic fantasy world for the backdrop of these characters. That's why when it comes to world building, Bloodborne is going to take this one. Last but not least, we have gameplay. Remember when I said that Bloodborne leans heavily to the action side of an action RPG? Well, that's really why the gameplay in this game slaps so hard. You know what to expect from FromSoft at this point. Tight hitboxes, hard-hitting gameplay, and a challenge that is incredibly rewarding, and Bloodborne has that in spades. Fable 2, on the other hand, has my favorite gameplay out of any of the three Fable games. I love how reactive the world is. I love being a landlord, in-game, not in real life. I love seeing how my choices have consequences. I really enjoy the gameplay of Fable, but I will say that the moment-to-moment gameplay, the combat, is pretty shallow and repetitive, especially by the time the end of the game comes. So when it comes to gameplay, I'm going to have to give this one to Bloodborne. That brings the final score to Bloodborne 2, Fable 2 1, Bloodborne advances. That means we'll see Bloodborne go up against Dragon Age Origins in the quarterfinals. Tomorrow, we will see those quarterfinals begin with Fallout New Vegas up against Final Fantasy VII. Which of those do you think is the better RPG? Let me know which and why in the comments, and just remember, content like mine wouldn't be possible without viewers like you. Thank you.